We were in the midst of a meeting discussing the Gulf War. Suddenly there was this tremendous explosion, and then an aftershock, and then what seemed like a second explosion. And it took just a fraction of a second to realize what it was, and then suddenly the windows all caved in. Everybody ducked down under the table.
Did the words IRA flash across your mind?
I don't think we had very much doubt. I suppose for a second the thought that it might have been a present from Saddam Hussein.
In broad daylight, the terrorists mounted a daring attack that struck at the very heart of government.
I could see a burning white transit van, and this didn't make sense because the volume of the explosion I'd heard would have reduced a Ford transit van to little bits.
The cameras captured Peter Gurney warning people to get away from the vehicle.
The Ford transit van was burning furiously. Hanging out the back there were some blankets. And I thought these, if I could get them out, would make good forensic evidence. I couldn't get them out, the heat was too much. Through the flames I could see 3 mortar tubes.
Go back up the street, please. You listening to me? Move back up the street now. Go back up the street, it is not safe. Move.
Everyone took the whole matter very calmly at the time. I said, well, we'd better go and meet elsewhere.
2 of the mortars overshot their target and landed on the green behind the Foreign Office. The 3rd mortar had exploded inside the garden walls of number 10 itself.
There was a slight crater in the ground here. The top of this tree was shattered and in fact still smoking. But the main signs of the explosion were the fragment marks on the wall up here. You can still see the fragment holes here. And then turning round, the cabinet rooms were across here.
That's on the first floor?
Yes, and in fact that's where John Major and the War Cabinet were at the time the bomb went off.
They were very lucky.
They were extremely lucky.
Technically, how would you describe that IRA attack?
You've got to park the launch vehicle in an area which is guarded by armed men. You've got less than a minute to do it, because they know full well that within that time people will start investigating. And to get bombs this close, very good indeed.